wondering why I'm here. I'm a poet. I mean, this boxing thing.
Rule number 1. To be a fair stand-up boxing match in a 24-foot ring, or as near as that size as practicable.
Spring out of the way, lads! Ladies, duck! Space is tantamount to agility. The ring, remember, is square, and the square sacred. My sister and I shared a room for years, opposing wardrobes, and my father once brought down a roasting pan squarely on my brother's skull. Stand up! Sit down! Be quiet! We all learned to bellow from the perimeter of our privacy in my adult life. I used queen-size beds to great effect. In other words, to hurt you, I must be close enough for you to touch. I imagined Atlas and Prometheus into this poem when I first wrote it. They just entered and started arguing. I didn't ask them to come. In fact, they complicated what was a rather straightforward lyrical meditation on the nature of violence, the self, etc. I guess I needed a dramatic manifestation of the inner abstract struggle that this poem is trying to convey. So, it's weird having them here. Greek mythic heroes, stalwarts of the Western imagination, and so male.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting from the mean scrap of rock he calls home, former heavyweight, former warrior, former one-time ruler of his own kingdom, now holds up the entire sky for waging an unsuccessful war against the Olympian gods. Atlas Stonehead Titan! And in this corner, Atlas's little brother, junior lightweight, former lightweight, one-time loser to Zeus. He's now chained to a rock and has his liver pecked out daily by an eagle. Prometheus, who did Gentlemen, rule number 2. No wrestling or hugging allowed.
When I was growing up, I resorted often to physical forms of expression.
Yeah, I know.
Now, I cannot budge. I am my own fate.
Anyone can change.
You calling me a liar?
You staring at my liver?
Asshole!
Cocksucker!
Rule number 3. The rounds to be of 3 minutes duration and 1 minute time between rounds.
Fix a finite number on it. How much are you willing to endure? For instance, I held my baby for 86 minutes before she died. If you fall from a bridge, say, or collapses beneath you while you're driving home for supper, how long does it take for meaning to dissolve into a rat I'm loosely jumbled? Beat. Hearts beat erratically as they take in new facts made strange by unnatural events. That space between rounds can sometimes provide advantage. A shot of adrenaline to the cut above the eye, nose packed with swabs, being sent home from the hospital carrying nothing but extra painkillers. Have you noticed that learning how to breathe correctly, one breath rising up from the belly, the exhale just falling, allows one to continue ad infinitum?
Rule number 4. If either man fall through weakness or otherwise, he must get up unassisted. 10 seconds be allowed to do so. The other man, meanwhile, to return to his corner. And when the fallen man is on his legs, the round is to be resumed and continued until the 3 minutes have expired. If one man fails to come to the scratch in the 10 seconds allowed, it shall be in the power of the referee to give his award in favor of the other man.
I had a paperweight once of a Sherman tank. Small, rusted, dense. I could have thrown it at my brother in fury, but instead I kicked him in the kidneys and wondered at his pain. Division, heavyweight! We don't teach girls how to fight. We teach them how to get away. Now I can't summon up that old rage anymore, the urge to destroy one's sibling, once and for all. Stance, orthodox, left as the front jab, right as the cross. In the ring, small, intimate grunts accompany each blow. Silken shorts, gleam like money. Then, right hook, flush, in the throat. The mouth, the beggar mouth. The heart, an unlucky bastard. Get up. Don't get up. Get up. Doubled over on my knees, praying for Christ's sake at age 12 for the Lord to take away my sins. Give me hands that wing, feet that gazelle. Here is the last place to change your mind. Never mind the flesh.
Rule number 5. A man hanging on the ropes in a helpless state, with his toes off the ground, shall be considered down.
Are you watching?
Are you kidding? Those were my moves.
Yeah, I heard someone say you flinched.
Don't make an asshole out of me.
Rule number 6. No seconds or any other person allowed in the ring during the rounds.
Face smitten by bees. Temple blow. That was a pretty move, his trainer concedes. The cut man staunches. I continue my punishment. To play needs much work, but nothing can be rehearsed. We are all waiting, half hoping for more. If I keep moving, maybe he won't kill me. Some part of her death reached out to us. One felt it hover in the air. I don't like to hurt nobody, but it's my job and I do it as best I can. Why do some people get to watch and others get to move? Their arms slipping around each other's slick bodies, heads resting on each other's shoulders. A moment of obdurate privacy just before we enter.
Rule number 7. Should the contest be stopped by any unavoidable interference, the referee is to name the time and the place as soon as possible for finishing the contest, so that the match can be won and lost, unless the backers of the men agree to draw the stakes.
I cannot put it down. I want to put it down.
You always act so important.
Oh yeah? What about you?
Fuck you, you lard-headed piece of stone. At least I came up with an idea.
You never think ahead. Look at you. All chained and flayed. You smell like a goddamn corpse.
I know, but at least we're together again. Look at that sky, would you? Look at it.
Prometheus is a jerk. I think Prometheus is a real jerk.
Rule number 8. The gloves to be a fair-sized boxing gloves of the best quality and new.
It could be said that if I were a boxer, I might Could be said, boxers are in love with the law that protects them from each other. In the end, I'm just a bystander of violence. I don't mind shopping. I like pretty things. Often I steal ideas from more exciting people and turn them into mine. Sticky voices cling like my dress to my curves. Where are your hands? What are you doing? It's funny how boxers do not leave any fingerprints behind.
Rule number 9. Should a glove burst or come off, it must be replaced to the referee's satisfaction.
Fistic celebration, a fantastic confabulation. Call the glover, get the tape, fire your coyote corner man, because he obviously has no idea what he's doing. Do you think this is all some antic ape of aggression? There's a right way to do things and a wrong way. Choose already!
Rule number 10. A man on one knee is considered down, and if struck, is entitled to the stakes.
You're a goddamn crucifixion! Unlucky bastard, my ass! You brought this on yourself. If you can't keep your hands off another's body, if he refuses to touch me again, so help me God. Oh, I hate you. Get up off your knees before I fuck you up for good.
Rule number 11. No shoes or boots with springs allowed.
Comes pounding up the hill, flaying arms and thighs, comes with sweat and brow, runs, he swings, the heat is green and coil. He eats raw, he swallows scalp, he sleeps each night atop a spike. He knuckles, he crunches, he spits out tooth and fades. He vivid rises again. Stiff brush, forehand crowd, cuts open his attack. Uppercut, counterpunch, no corner to empty. Smooth now, he jab, the other face, a blood, a bruise, a map, when and where. Muscle, choke, quiet.
Rule number 12. The contest in all other respects to be governed by the revised rules of the London Prize Ring.
You think anybody's really watching?
No.
How long are you gonna stay?
We don't have a choice.